will be green flag racing here at O'Reilly Raceway Park in Indianapolis for the CRA Late Model Sportsman feature event. Again, that front row, Tommy O'Leary IV from Toledo, Ohio, in the Waltz Auto World King Road Auto Parts Chevrolet, alongside Jason Atkinson from Newcastle in the Bill McCoy Ford Proton Measurements, plus Oak Motors MEP Ford, and the green flag waves, and we are underway at O'Reilly Raceway Park. Everyone trying to work their way around that number 42. That is Bob Cibula from Mansfield, Ohio, in the Platinum Express Rains Insurance Westchester Permit Service Ford. Sam Pierce Chevrolet Pace Truck is going to pull into the infield, this time at the entrance of turn number 3, and that gives everything over to Jason Atkinson in the number 7, running just in front of that number 11 of Tommy O'Leary IV as they come out of turn number 4 to see the green flag wave. Atkinson and O'Leary head for turn number 1, right there with the number 15 of Damon Eckhoff right behind him. Out of turn number 2 there for the number 11 of O'Leary. Scott Neal in the 117, running right now in the 3rd spot. Keith Sturkoltz running in 4th, but under pressure as they come out of turn number 3 and head down the backstretch. That is the battle for 5th as they are wheel to wheel, turns 3 and 4, and we've got someone cutting right there through the middle as they come through turn number 4, and that will work, but only for a limited amount of time. That is the number 95 right there trying to make his way through the middle of the racetrack, and that is Derek Griffin. He set a new track record in qualifying earlier, trying to make his case early in this 50-lap feature event. So keep your eye there on the 195 of Derek Griffin. Experienced drivers will tell you is right there at the entrance of turn number 3. Eckhoff about to be part of a 3 wide, but we are under caution once again. Here in the house, CRA Late Model Sportsman feature event. If you were not with us for qualifying, that number 68 of Charlie Hanna, who is your current point leader, well, he has had quite the day already. That's his 2nd car on the day. He blew a motor during practice, went back, got the other car, came back and qualified it. That's why he started 16th in this field of cars. Showing a strong effort here tonight as we are back to green flag racing at O'Reilly Raceway Park at Indianapolis. Another good start for the 7 of Jason Atkinson. Battle for 9th right now shaping up. That is the number 18 of Mark Lambert. Again with the number 195 of Griffin, still surging his way forward here in this feature event. He now works to the inside of the number 15 of Damon Eckhoff. Now, and just as we mentioned, the number 18 of Lambert being in a battle, we see that car pull into the pit area. While we continue to watch this on-track action, now the battle for third, and Eckhoff all kinds of caution. Again here on lap 10. Again, we get a few good green laps in, and the action on the track really heats up and fast. There is Griffin once again on the back, surging forward. They're in turn number 2 to the inside of Eckhoff in the number 15. That is the battle for second spot. Fourth and fifth also kind of up for grabs right now. Sturkoltz currently in that fifth spot as there goes Griffin. Oh, Eckhoff holds it up at the start-finish line by just barely a nose, but there goes Griffin once again, driving hard into turn number 2. Turn number 3, really where you see a lot of passes here at O'Reilly Raceway Park, and a good job by Eckhoff. Actually gains a significant amount of ground there in turn number 3 as they head back onto the front straightaway. Eckhoff now in front of Griffin, holding on to that spot in the number 90. He moves into third spot. So there is the battle for the lead. And oh, I'm glad I don't have to score that one. And they've got transponders. Might have gone to the number 95 of Griffin. Definitely out in front of Atkinson in the number 7 as they head down the backstretch with 17 laps completed last time by. Oh, and we've got a car in the wall all the way from the backstretch through turn number 3, and that's going to bring out the caution again here in the Welch and Wilson Rockin' Race 50 on lap number 21, so just shy of halfway. Pace truck pulls into the pit area. That means everyone going to try and track down the 195 of Derek Griffin. The green flag waves. It was a good restart for Griffin. And we're going to be yellow.
Pace trucks off. Derek Griffin in the 195 actually still on point. Scott Neal in second. Jason Atkinson third. Here comes the field off of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. The 117 of Neal not letting Griffin get away too fast on this restart.
We've got a car sideways there in turn number 2 in the infield grass area. It's been quite the event. We all kind of expected the 195 of Derek Griffin to try to surge forward during those green flag laps, but several great stories going on out there. We mentioned Charlie Hanna, your current point leader in a borrowed car. with a yeoman's effort here this evening. Also, great run by the number 2 of Terry Cater. That car was about to be black flagged, brought into the pits earlier for some loose body work, and has worked himself back into a top 10 run. Second spot. Oh, and so a hard impact here on the front stretch for the number 7 of Jason Atkinson, and what a race he has run. Racing for the final 6 laps of this feature event. Now remember, when we go down for victory lane, that's when you'll need to be looking for those ticket stubs. We'll have those numbers to call right after we do the victory lane interview. 5 laps to go this time at the start-finish line. Going to be easy for Scott Neal there in the 117. Damon Eckhoff in the number 15. Looks like he's going to challenge for second spot before these final few laps are in the books. Tommy Fisher Sr. in the number 81. Now runs in 4th. 5th is Timmerman in the 09. 6th is the 0. Tony Dagger in the 0. And just behind Dagger is the driver who is currently 2nd in the series points, Keith Sturkowitz. There are 2 to go at the line. Looking low around Neal through 3 and 4 that last time by. Now if Eckhoff opens that door, then the number 81 of Terry Fisher Sr. is going to be right there. White flag this time by for the number 195 of Derek Griffin. And 2 more corners to negotiate. Scott Neal in the 117 was high coming out of turn number 2. But there it is, the checkered flag in the Welch and Wilson Rockin' Race 50 for Derek Griffin in the 195. He crosses the line in front of the 117 of Scott Neal and Damon Eckhoff in the number 15. Those are your top 3 podium finishers here for the Welch and Wilson Rockin' Race 50.